Hey, everybody, welcome to 2022. What a fantastic new start to a year that we've had. Last year, Brenda and I made a video to kind of recap what had happened in 2021. And we're going to do the same thing this morning. Brenda is in Missouri getting the kids settled into their new place. And so we thought we'd do this via video so we could get it out to everybody on our newsletter starting next month. So just so you know, when we're going through all this, to let y'all know that we're real human beings and kind of what we have going on in our lives. And but in through all this, we were still able to close 75 homes last month or last year, and are blessed to do it. So, Brenda, why don't you tell us what happened in January?
Well, we bought another house from a client, so they didn't have to make a contingency purchase, which was great. We always want to help people out the best we can. We took a weekend camping trip to Lake Whitney with our daughter Colleen and our grandchildren, and almost got snowed in. We did lots of Zoom type video consultations, and we had 7 client closings last January.
Yep. Then into February, we got to deal with Snowvid, the snowstorm that shut down Texas for a week. And then we got everybody in our family vaccinated. Our son is type 1 diabetic, so we just want to keep everybody safe. And then unfortunately, we lost Brenda's godmother to cancer in February last year. Then I was able to do a dirt bike enduro in West Texas while Brenda visited Colleen at Texas Tech. So that was kind of a fun weekend trip. And at that time, everything was still selling over the list price. And we had 3 client closings in February.
Yeah, March is always our favorite month because that's our big family vacation month. We did our annual spring break trip to the Gulf Shores. And this past year, my sister was actually able to join us with her family. Our timelines kind of worked out good and brought our kids, grandkids, and it was a big fun time for everybody. And Mark got elected to become president of the men's club organization at our church, and we had 5 client closings last March.
All right. And then on to April. Of course, we love April because it's Easter. And then Brenda and I decided to do a little furniture shopping. And even though the COVID supply shortage, and just found out that we weren't able to find what we wanted. So we ended up getting our couch reupholstered and love it. And then Jason, agent in our office, him and Christina got married in East Texas. That was a fun little wedding to go to. And then we took kids on a fun trip one day to the Dallas Arboretum, which was beautiful, and had 6 client closings April. So on to May.
Then May's, when everybody gets their tax bill and for the upcoming year, and we helped a lot of people protest their taxes. Memorial Day weekend we spent at the lake, and our and clients moving back. We have a lot of clients that called us saying they're moving back that we had helped move the previous year when COVID hit. Everything is still selling over the list price, and one of our clients secured a new home by paying $150,000 over the asking price on a $1 million+ property to outbid other buyers. We had 8 client closings in the month of May.
Yeah, so that was kind of the height of the craziness, I think. And then on to June, Brenda and I were able to escape. Took a quick trip to the Dominican Republic, just her and I. And Colleen was helping us. She was off from college, helping out, working with us at our office, and lots of people using our client appreciation program. Using the margarita machine, tables and chairs, bounce house, and all that other stuff, and had 7 client closings in June. It's awesome.
In July, we spent some time at the lake and are doing some fishing now that we found our honey hole, and showing everybody where it's at and how to catch some great fish. Found out we were having another grandbaby, and we purchased a flip house in North Richland Hills, and really important with the snowvid that happened. We had a backup generator system installed in our home, and We were fortunate to have 5 client closings last July.
Brenda thought I was going to be able to use the generator earlier this week, but power came on 5 minutes later. So, August. So Brenda got to go with me on my annual trip to dirt biking trip to Colorado and see some amazing sights that pictures don't do any justice. And then when we got back, Brenda moved Colleen back to Texas Tech. And that's when we really started seeing that the multiple offer situation started subsiding. People that had made their work from home or what we call COVID move really finished settling in. And so that bidding and everything else really subsided. And we had August is always great to us. We had 11 client closings in August.
September, everybody back to school, so we get to celebrate Grandparents' Day. We went to our grandson Barron's school and had Grandparents' Day with him. Mark chaired and organized our church annual picnic, and his sister came down and visited us from Washington State, and we took her out to our lake house and had a little bit of water fun with her. And we closed on a $1 million+ ranch property for one of our clients, and we had 8 client closings.
It's exciting. So on to October, Parents Weekend at Texas Tech. Me and my brother went on a guided fishing trip with our church men's group and had 6 client closings in October.
November is my favorite month, always every year, because it's my birthday month. But we do a lot of fun things in November every year. We celebrated Thanksgiving at our lake house. We had our client appreciation event at our office, and our generous clients donated over 70 pillows that we delivered to Safe Haven Shelter, and they were glad to get them. We took our granddaughter to the Space Center in Houston, which was absolutely fantastic. And Mark took a couple of weekend dirt bike trips in there while we had 8 client closings that month.
Heck yeah. And then we finished up the year, December. We had our annual Cabal family Christmas with my siblings at our office, which was fun, and had a quiet Christmas breakfast with our children and grandchildren. And then our son-in-law graduated from UTA and was commissioned into the Army. And so that's why Brenda's in Missouri, getting them settled in with the new baby. And then Christmas, our granddaughter had a great Christmas concert at her school. And then we purchased our third house that was just full of stuff that our client didn't want to deal with. And so we took care of it for them. They were happy, and had 5 client closings in December. So look, why don't you wrap this up, Brenda? And
Sure. What will 2022 bring us? That's the amazing question every year, and it's always a surprise and things that we don't expect. And we will continue to watch and see. If you plan to live in a home for 3 to 5 years, purchasing versus renting, and will it build equity and wealth? With the GDP up, home interest rates currently around 3.5% on a 30-year fixed with qualifying credit, and home inventory still low, we expect to see 2022 as strong buying and selling year in our area.
That's right. Hey, thanks everybody for watching, and have a great 2022.